Hello and welcome to the Gratitude Dare. I want to honor you and thank you for joining us. This is our first day of our 7-day online video course, and today's topic is on how we can transform our physical health through gratitude. This is a topic that I am very passionate about and very honored and excited to share with you today. I have a deep personal story about how gratitude has helped me with my physical health. And I'd like to share a little bit about that with you as we start our journey together today. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I was 29 years old, and I was pregnant with my 6th child. I had no history of illness, no family history of cancer or illness of basically any kind, and no reason to anticipate that this kind of life-threatening condition would be in my future. Let alone at a time when I was carrying another child and had 2 lives to think about. It wasn't just about me, but I had to think about my unborn baby as well. Doctors told me that I was most likely not to make it if I kept my baby, but that is the choice that I made. Now, I want to rewind a couple years before my diagnosis so you can understand the kind of person that I was. And maybe on the outside, I looked like the kind of person that had everything together. I had a beautiful family. I had 5 beautiful children. I have a great relationship with my husband, and we enjoyed a few physical comforts as well. And we owned our own business, had our own home, owned 20 acres in the beautiful mountains, and life looked pretty good. But on the inside, I was really struggling. I held on to a lot of bitterness and a lot of anger and resentment. I also was pretty critical of other people, and I was very critical of myself. That's where it kind of stemmed from. And I really had a hard time processing some of the hurts that I had. I carried them with me. Instead of forgiving and letting them go, I harbored them inside. And I believe that negative energy and choosing to have those kind of thoughts was part of the reason that created illness within me and created the cancer. And when I was diagnosed and I knew that I had to do everything possible to save me and to save my baby, I knew I needed to examine myself in every single area, and I knew I needed to make some changes. And one of those was gratitude. It was so easy to fall into victimhood. Of course, I had those questions that came up. Why did this happen to me? Why can't I even take care of my own children now? And wondering what I did to bring this upon myself and what I did to deserve it. And instead of falling into that pattern of victimhood and feeling like I was an effect to everything happening, I decided to turn and use every resource I possibly could. And one of the biggest ones that surprised me was practicing gratitude. What do I mean by practicing? I mean, I had to make it a daily exercise. And that is my ultimate challenge for you today, is to turn gratitude into a daily practice. I know it's easy to kind of say, oh, I'm grateful. Sure, I'm thankful for things in my life. But to make it a practice of mindfulness shifted my life and changed me personally forever for the better. And I know that it will do the same for you. So I encourage you to stick with me on this. Really give it a try. I know we're busy. We're all busy. But you know what? When your life is on the line and you know you might not be here next year, you're willing to do the hard things. Even if it means, giving up a few minutes of Netflix every night to practice your mindfulness, whatever it's going to take for you. Just recognize that life is ultimately short. And we don't need to spend it worrying, stressing out, having ill health, and on, money problems, relationship problems, health problems. Gratitude is a way to immediately shift our energy, change our perspective, and then start to attract different results into our lives. It really makes a transformation. So I'm really excited to join this journey with you, and thank you for allowing me to share my story. Now, your health might not be what you would ideally like it to be. The truth is, our thoughts have powerful effect upon our bodies. And there is a scientist called Masaru Emoto. Masaru Emoto is a Japanese scientist that has studied how different test subjects affect the molecular structure of water. After being exposed to an element, like a word, music, or a thought, he freezes the water and then studies it under a microscope. The results are truly incredible. Water impressed with words such as love, truth, and thank you form beautiful symmetrical patterns like these. And water impressed with hate, you fool, and evil are chaotic and have no symmetry. Our bodies are made up of 70% water, and our brains are made up of up to 80% water. Now, after watching Masaru Emoto's studies here, just think about what kind of effect your thoughts might be having upon you physically when we're composed of that much water. Gratitude is the fastest way to change your thoughts, to elevate your mood, and to make a transformation in your life. It will strengthen your body. There are even scientifically proven benefits of having an attitude of gratitude. Research shows that feeling grateful doesn't just make you feel good, it literally helps your heart. A positive mental attitude is good for your heart. It fends off depression, stress, and anxiety, which can increase the risk of heart disease. This is research from Paul Mills, a professor of family medicine and public health at the University of California, San Diego School of Medicine. Mills specializes in disease processes and has been researching behavior and heart health for decades. He wondered if the very specific feeling of gratitude made a difference too. So he did a study. He recruited 186 men and women, average age 66, who had already had some damage to their heart, either through years of sustained high blood pressure or as a result of heart attack, or even an infection of the heart itself. They each filled out a standard questionnaire to rate how grateful they felt for the people, places, or things in their lives. It turned out the more grateful people were, the healthier they were. They had less stress, less depressed mood, slept better, and had more energy, according to Mills. And when Mills did blood tests to measure inflammation, which is the body's natural response to injury or plaque buildup in the arteries, he found lower levels among those who were grateful, an indication of better heart health. Mills thinks that the gratitude helps reduce stress, which is a huge factor in heart disease. Taking the time to focus on what you are thankful for, he says, letting that sense of gratitude wash over you. This helps us manage and cope and helps keep our hearts healthy. In addition to this, gratitude also helps people achieve more goals, improve their health, sleep better, and have more energy. It increases their social likability. And it helps support others and have a stronger love life. Your exercise today is in 2 parts. First, you're going to start your gratitude practice. I want you to write down 5 things you are grateful for every day. I have a special gratitude journal that I devote specifically to this. You can use whatever you want. Just make sure you're consistent with it. At the end of every day, write down 5 things that you are grateful for. The second part is to do something to say thank you to your body. It can be something like feeding yourself a nourishing meal, taking a nap, going on a walk, letting yourself get a back massage, taking a bubble bath, whatever is going to make you feel nourished and nurtured physically, to say thank you to your body. Our bodies are incredible. They allow us to move and breathe and think and do, and we need to show gratitude for them. I've been on the other side of health. I know what that feels like. I know how it is to sit on the couch watching all my children play around me and not being able to join in because I was simply not able to. I know what it's like to not be able to hold my newborn baby because I had just had surgery and I was unable to hold her. And the pain that is. Not only physical pain, but emotional pain. Our bodies are sacred. They are beautiful gifts to us. We need to treasure and honor and nourish them. The best way to do that is through gratitude. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next day of this challenge. Thank you.